Hi guys, Steph here. What we got for you today? We've got a lovely pen. It comes in this original case. You can see it's sort of like a fake leatherette, maybe crocodile skin. A little bit on the tatty side, but it has helped to protect the pens inside. And if we open it up for you, there we go. It's a Sheaffer pen. Not only a pen, but a pencil as well. So let's take the pen out and the pencil. Let's pop the case to one side, and here we have them. What we've got for you here is a Sheaffer Imperial Triumph fountain pen and matching pencil. And both of them come with, well, what we term as a gold-filled lined pattern with gold-filled trim. So this is the pencil. As you can see here, it's got the word Sheaffer there to the bottom of the cap. It's got the very recognisable Sheaffer clip with the white dot to the bottom. And this is cap actuated in that when we turn, there we go, you can see the lead comes out and in by simply turning the cap. So all in all, very nice indeed. Okay, so that's the pencil. You know, you people know I'm a fountain pen man predominantly, so let's concentrate a little bit on the fountain pen. So as we said, it's got this sort of line pattern running sort of the length of the barrel, the length of the cap there, as you can see. And then somewhere just, there we go, you've got this blank cartouche area here, which some people would have liked to have put their names or whatever they would like to get engraved. Once again, we've got the word Sheaffer to the bottom of the cap there. Now, as I say, this is the Sheaffer Imperial Triumph fountain pen, and as we'll show you in a moment, the filler on this is what we term as a touchdown filler. The size of this pen from the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel is a lovely 137 millimeters capped. Around the barrel, it's just getting on for around about 12 millimeters in diameter, but you can see it sort of tapers down towards the end of the cap there. Now back to the cap, as we said, we've got the word Sheaffer to the bottom. Once again, the very recognizable Sheaffer clip with the white dot to the top of the clip there. Now this model, they made actually, I believe this may be the early one, the later model. Well, this one, if you look to the end there, you can see the shape of it is actually sort of squared. And then if we take it to the end of the barrel there, that also is repeated to the end of the barrel. Okay, you can see it comes to a square, and the later ones were more rounded. Now with these sort of squared ends, some people in the pen world sometimes confuse these with the Sheaffer PFM pens, but they're not the Sheaffer PFM pens. As I say, it's the Sheaffer Imperial Triumph model. But as I say, very similar to the PFMs in that it's got the squared cap and the squared end there. So yeah, it can be confusing to some people, and they've got one of these and they may think they've actually got the PFM, but unfortunately no, this is the Imperial Triumph. Okay, now if we take the cap off, which is a friction fit cap, Let's show you the pen in numerous different angles. Okay, very nice indeed. It's been fully serviced. Everything has been disassembled, cleaned. We've put a brand new O-ring inside the barrel. We've put a new seal in the plunger knob there as well. So everything is ready to go. If we go up to the section, you can see the section there has these three sort of lugs, if you like. That's the clutch for the cap. And then if we take you to the nib, you'll see it's got the very recognisable and one of my favourite nibs, a lovely gold inlaid nib. All right. Now the imprint on the nib on this one reads Sheaffer, and then to the left it's got 14 carat, to the right it's got 585. Now a little bit unusual with this pen is that in some cases, or in a lot of cases, it will have Sheaffer made in USA or made in England or wherever to the cap, and it will also have the corresponding country on the nib, i.e. USA, England, but in this particular case it doesn't have it, so rather unusual. So I'm wondering really what is the reasoning behind that, but yeah, for all intents and purposes I think I may be safe just saying that it's the Sheaffer made in USA. And again, you'll notice that it says Sheaffer and not Sheaffers with the S. Let's go back to the nib. There's a sideways view. If we take you underneath, there's the feed, quite an unassuming feed underneath, but the typical feed on these pens, on these Sheaffer pens, but very nice indeed. I actually quite like these pens personally. They're a lovely size, very comfortable to hold and very comfortable to write with. Okay, now as we said earlier, this particular one is what we term as a touchdown filler. Now, what I've not mentioned, the pen was sort of from circa 1960s. And basically what Sheaffer did, they sort of did away with the, what we term with a snorkel on the snorkel pens, because I believe it was a little bit too expensive to produce. So they did away with a snorkel filling system, but they kept, you know, the plunger. As in this case, if we unscrew it, there we go, and pull it out. So they did away with the snorkel because of the cost factor, but kept this filling system, and this, in this case, they called it the touchdown. Okay, so what we would do, we would dip the nib and a little bit of the section in the ink and press down in one swift movement on the touchdown filling system, and then you'd leave it in for a few seconds, and then would screw the plunger knob back home like so, and away you would go and write with the pen. Now, while we're talking about the touchdown system, the Imperial range, now some of you will know they had lots of different models within the Imperial range, and then even later they did away with the touchdown system and just simply had a cartridge fountain pen. So they had an Imperial that had a cartridge filler. Whether it was actually cartridge converter, I'm not 100% sure, but it could well be. But as I say, sort of in the range, they did away with a snorkel, left the touchdown filling system, and then after this one, they did away with the touchdown system and just simply had the Imperial with a cartridge and maybe converter filler. So that was later on. But back to this one, as we said, this is the Touchdown filler. Now, because I've actually serviced it, cleaned everything, put a new sack in it, I'm not going to fill it. I'm going to leave that pleasure to the new owner. But what we'll do, let's just do a dip test. And let's just see how the pen writes. So what we've got is a Sheaffer Imperial. And as we said, this is the Triumph. And as we've just mentioned, it has the touchdown filler. We're dating the pen from the 1960s, possibly made in the USA. But all in all, there's no flex on these nibs, but all in all, a very nice writer indeed. Blooming, I can't even count. 6, 7, 8, 9. That will do. Okay, so there we go. We've run out of ink, but that'll be fine for, there you go, a brief writing sample. I would say writing with, I don't know, maybe a fine to medium line, but writing, as I've just said, very, very nicely indeed. Okay, now actually while I'm moving the pad, one thing I've not shown you, as I said, we've also got this pencil. So if we turn the cap, we've also got a Sheaffer Imperial pencil with lead, writing also very nicely indeed. So there's the writing sample, the fountain pen and pencil, both in full working order. So what we'll do, we'll clean that after the video. But a lovely Sheaffer Imperial Triumph. Now this one, I believe the model number is the AS17T. And I assume the T indicates that it's a touchdown filler. But a lovely pen made with this gold-filled line pattern, gold-filled clip in gorgeous condition, fully restored, full working order and ready to go. A gorgeous, gorgeous set. Again, yeah, one of my favourite Sheaffer pens again. So, I hope you've enjoyed watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed these pens as much as I enjoy showing them to you people. Don't forget, leave a comment below. Don't forget, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe as well. But for now, I'm going to say Slavo Ukraini, and from me and this gorgeous set, bye-bye for now.